And the Pittsburgh Steelers under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Cavante Turpin on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off here to Zeke. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Again, here's Zeke. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now Prescott gonna make the read and keep it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
A lot of guys love sitting here, Mike, and nitpicking his game. And I would agree, some of it is fair criticism. But there's one thing you can't deny. This guy is electric with the ball in his hands. One of the best open field runners, regardless of position in the entire league. But for him to take the next step and develop as a quarterback, he needs to match that arsenal that he has with his legs and develop a little bit more in the traditional passing game with his arm. If he's able to do that, they're not only going to have a chance to win here today, but they're going to win for a long time in the future.
Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Tyler Smith guilty on that one. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On second down, here comes Zeke. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Dak facing third and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. That's complete to Elliott. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
a second down throw for Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A huge play for Dallas. An even 40 yards.
No, Mike, I'm not saying he's going to be able to maintain this pace for the entire game, but here we are in the first quarter, and he already has over 100 yards. If he does keep pace, he's going to have a ridiculous stat line by the end of the fourth quarter, but something tells me we're going to see a lot more chunk plays throughout the game unless this defense can somehow find a way to slow them down.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A first catch for last season's NFL reception leader, and it yields a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first.
And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Still first down.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense.
Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
That penalty is declined.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Play action now. Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. To the right, here's Elliott. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Now Dak on 4th down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 17-0, the early score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Elliott. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Prescott. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, a run with Harris.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers 1st down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Now Warren. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Fields. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Another run here with Harris. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Play fake. Prescott. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and
they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So on fourth down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop him. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. This pass deflected and caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
If you listen closely, I think you can hear the collective sigh of relief coming from that sideline after that tight end's able to come down with that dangerous pass that nearly ended up in the wrong hands.
2nd down. It's Fields. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On the give, it's Harris. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense. Still 1st down.
Now Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
The best guys I've been around.
Now Mike McCarthy not happy with that call, and he has thrown the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Fields now. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Still first down.
On the handoff, it's Harris. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 3rd and long. Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Here's Prescott. Open man, that's the veteran, Cooks. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. One of the Steelers has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Steelers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on Tyler Guyton, the first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Now Prescott. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A run with Harris. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll give it to Harris again. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A first down throw for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. They run it over center with Harris. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Fields now on 2nd down. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Give up the middle to Harris. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That is caught to the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Prescott. Cook's able to pull that one in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
That's complete to Elliott. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. They'll throw again. Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The home team's offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now it's Harris. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. Second down, it's Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A run. Here's Harris. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. You'll start this on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Prescott now. There's that man again. Another catch. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
1st down, Prescott. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Again, Prescott to the air. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here's 3rd and 2. Prescott again. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Elliott. He slams it in there, and he is in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this, and he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Fields now. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You sell the curl and go, and you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
That's made by Pickens. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in.
A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. A give, and here comes Harris. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Second down and 8. On the ground, this is Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Here's Warren. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd, and that one taken in. Van Jefferson, touchdown Steelers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll run here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Elliott. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
Elliott there on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Again, here's Zeke. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Elliott. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Fields to throw. A throw on the move is caught. Now on 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Fields from the gun on third down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read one, read two, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. First and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.